Hey, Dave Hall here with Restore Muscle Car out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Just going to kind of give you guys an update on where we're at with all the stuff going on in the shop. I just actually got this 77 Trans Am in this week. This is a customer's car out of Iowa. He's been a good friend for years. He's had this car in his collection for over 42 years. He got it from the original owner, and this was basically his baby. I've known about this car for a really long time. He's been on the fence multiple times trying to decide whether he wanted to sell it or not. This car's only got 30,000 original miles. It's an automatic special edition, 400, air conditioning. It's got power windows, power locks, rear defog, the Hearst T-tops. It's got obviously all the gold accents. It's got the rare cloth Lombardi interior that is in perfect condition. It's all original carpet, headliner, everything. We'll end up doing a complete detail on it. We already refinished the wheels, put some new tires on it. We're in the process of basically Sean's getting it all detailed and buffed right now. We power wash the engine, the undercarriage, and just kind of taking it through our steps, and we'll have it basically pretty much ready here within the next week or two for somebody to take a look at. I do have some friends of mine that are interested in a special edition. So we have this one. We also have a frame off restored 77 special edition, a 78 special edition 4-speed car that's available as well, and some other ones coming available. We just got in this 80 Z28 Camaro. It's a one owner car, came out of Massachusetts. It's got, I think, 22,000 miles on it. The owner of this car actually contacted us beginning of the year. It had been stored for over 30 years at his sister's house in Massachusetts in a garage behind her house on 4 jack stands, and been sitting for a really long time. He's an older gentleman, bought it obviously new. Scott got it running. The motor sounds great. Changing all the fluids. It's still got original tires on it. We're gonna do some buffing and detailing, try and take off the pinstriping as best we can, and get the interior actually cleaned up really nice so far. We'll do just some more detailing after we get it running and driving, because it will be available for sale once we get it going. Obviously it's a 4-speed car too, which is very rare. This is another low mileage car. This is I think it's in the 20s. This is a customer's car that he just brought in to us from the middle of Nebraska. He had already did a refresh on the interior, some new carpet, seat covers, headliner, just kind of doing some loose ends on it. But he's got basically a list of things from the heater core to the AC system to just some light mechanical stuff he wanted us to address on this car for him. This one just came in recently. Scott's going to be taking it through its paces and stuff as well. This 72 Trans Am here is a customer of ours out of Florida. We've done all the metal work on this already, and it's basically been jammed. He wanted to keep as much of the original metal on it, so this is still the original front clip 72 Trans Am automatic 455 HO car. This was a one owner car before we sold it to our customer in Florida that then decided to have us go through all the steps on it. But basically he's just wanting to get it back to a running driving state, and then in the future he'll have us finish the exterior paint and stuff. The interior for this car is a black deluxe, and it was actually near perfect interior, so all of it will be going back in there very soon. We've got 2 one owner cars in also recently. 73 Camaro. He owned it since he was 16. It will be for sale here as soon as we get done getting it serviced and running and driving. We're doing the brakes on it now. Josh has been kind of going back and forth between that and a couple other vehicles. So 350 automatic car, really nice, super clean, rust-free car. This is a one owner Formula, less than 30,000 miles. It was stored a mile down the street from our shop. It came in literally barn fine, dusty, dirty, had to come in on a wrecker, flatbed. Chase is going through the process now of mechanically just changing all the fluids, getting the brakes all done, greasing the bearings, any of the fuel lines, everything that basically typically one of these cars is generally going to need when they've been sitting for so long. It's still got original rubber on this car as well. The guys had already power washed it and did a detail on it. It had a lot of cat scratches on it and just scuffs from sitting in a garage for so long, and I think they even had a tarp on it for quite some time. But anyway, the car is cleaning up exceptionally nice. Hoping to have it back on the road here very soon. So taking it through the steps right now. So we'll keep you guys posted on that one as well. It may be available for sale in the future. Depends on what the owner wants to do. All right, we got this Roadster Shop chassis we just got in today. We're doing a 64 Impala for a customer of ours out of Texas. He wanted a car that he could drive on the street, take it to the track, and take it to dinner. And so we're doing the Roadster Shop spent probably a better part of a year putting this chassis together for us, and they knocked it out of the park. This is a super nice piece. We will test fit the frame and everything to the body. The car is it's been heavily tubbed. It's going to have big wheels and tires and stuff on the back, and we'll be customizing all the floor and stuff around this chassis to make everything fit and work and take it through all the paces. But we'll keep you guys posted on this fun project as we move forward with it, but it's going to be a pretty neat piece. And we do have another Impala that we're doing for some Bandit Runner clients of ours out of Colorado, and so that's our next chassis that we're expecting to come in from the Roadster Shop. Not going to be quite as extreme as this, but they want to be able to do some more road course kind of stuff and taking it on the Bandit Run and the Power Tour and fun road trips and stuff as well. But we'll keep you guys posted. This Buick Skylark convertible has actually been a really unique project. This is a full convertible. We've touched on it before. It just came out of paint here a few weeks ago. We got it all wet sanded and polished out, and we're now waiting on to get it ready to start the assembly process, from getting the drivetrain in and the interior and all the different aspects and stuff going together, getting all the bright work, the chrome, so on and so forth. But really pretty car. This is being done for a local customer of ours that had a vision on exactly how we wanted it done. He used to own a car back in the day that was similar to this car, and now we're recreating it for him to bring back his youth in classic cars. That's what we do. All right, guys, just in the body shop, we got quite a bit of stuff going on right now as well too. We got a 71 455 HO Trans Am. This is a Lucy Blue car. It's for a customer of ours out of Florida. We've already been through the metal work and stuff on the body, test fitting the doors on it. We got the chassis back on it, and now we're getting the process of getting the fenders ready to fit in the front clip parts as well. The 70 Trans Am in the middle, that's going to be a Pro Touring build. Working on basically getting the metal work finished up, getting it blocked, and it's going to be ready to be painted here probably this next week, as well as the 78 Fisher T-Top Trans Am right next to it. That's going to be a black on black car that Buddy's working on. So Sunshine's finishing up the 70. Buddy's working on finishing up the 78. It's super close. Actually, we got panels ready to paint, and the body's right behind the panels. And then Justin's over there on a 77 special edition. That car's got 20-some thousand original miles. It's got the camel tan interior. It's an automatic AC T-top car. That one will be coming available here pretty soon as well. Very neat car we got from the original owner out of Iowa years and years ago when him and his wife retired. In the main shop here, we got this 79 Trans Am, the customer of ours. It's a one owner car out of Arizona. We did all the body, paint, decals. We're kind of doing an interior refresh. We rebuilt the drivetrain. All that's been done. This car's turning out really nice. It's a little dusty here today. Car's coming together. We got just some trim work to do and some miscellaneous interior stuff to finish up yet. Some odds and ends that we'll do some more feature photos and stuff on it as it gets completed. 72 two-wheel drive Blazer from California that we're finishing up the paint work on it, getting it wet sanded, buffed out. Ryan's been getting it all detailed this week, and we'll do a final polish on it this next week, and start doing some more assembly, and then we're working on finishing up the interior as well. But really nice running and driving California rust-free Blazer. Next to it, we got our 74 Pro Touring car. Just got back from the dyno shop, so it's all tuned, aligned, and it's basically ready for us to finish assembling the front nose and lights and blinkers and getting all the last minute stuff done so we can do some road testing with it and get it ready to deliver to our client down in Tennessee. 73 Trans Am, completely restored car. This is one that we did for a customer out of California. We just recently finished up the Ride Tech suspension upgrades, put some 17-inch rally wheels on it, and got the AC all converted over to the 134 and also the new Sandon compressor. We did put an overdrive transmission in it too, so it's got an automatic overdrive tranny in it. This car is absolutely gorgeous. And it drives even better down the road. And he lives in California, so he gets to do a lot of driving from place to place, so he's pretty excited about it. We got a low mileage Bronco that Tyler's putting a small lift in it with some 33-inch wheels and tires, and we touched up the paint on it. It's a 20,000 mile 76 Bronco. This is another Pro Touring car here. This is a 78 black on black car. It's a Fisher T-top car. It's covered up because we've been doing some other work and stuff here in the shop. This one's getting ready to go down to the dyno shop next. We started on the interior, getting it assembled this week, getting the rear deck shelf done. This is a full Detroit speed suspension car, mini tubbed. It's got a Blueprint engine in it with its 625 horse and 6-speed manual transmission. Can be a really pretty car. It's for a customer of ours out of New York. He's had several cars from us. We've got a 79 10th anniversary. This car is actually one that we're finishing up for a client out of California. This is going to be a feature car at SEMA. We did put an LS motor in it, all new interior, rewired the car. It came in already painted, but we just been kind of taking it through the steps to get it done for the owner, Mike, and get everything dialed in, but it's supposed to be at SEMA this year. Right next to it is a Brewster Green 73 4-speed air-conditioned car that we're in the process of doing the assembly work on it for our client Patrick out of California. It's absolutely going to be a gorgeous car. It's coming together super nice. He's going to be pretty excited with this one. The Brewster Green cars are very rare. This is also one of his cars. Also, it's a Buccaneer Red 73. One of the first cars that he got to us that we ended up having to do some paint work on it. We're redoing all the interior. A bunch of odds and ends we're finishing up on it. And then right next to it over here is another Brewster Green car that is one that we have in our inventory here. It's been painted. We just gotta finish up some detail work on it. It's a few odds and ends, and we already have some pictures of it on the website, but we're just doing a few more things to it. So another thing I wanted to mention was we recently just came out with a hood release cable replacement kit for the 73 Firebird Formula Trans Am cars. It's a 1 year only cable setup, but we were able to design some custom mounting brackets, the hardware needed to basically switch out either. So if you have a broken cable, then you want to put in one of our kits, or you're missing the cable altogether, because on the 73 Trans Ams, the hood release cable is actually underneath the front bumper, and so the whole assembly setup basically obviously just runs up underneath here that connects to your hood latch assembly. But anyway, we have a full kit. We'll link to it off of this video so that you can see it, and then we have a limited number of kits available right now. We're producing the parts, and then there's a few little intricate pieces that we're trying to make sure you have everything, so that when you do go to put it together, you're not missing anything to be able to get your hood to open like it's supposed to on a 73 Firebird. Because a lot of people end up having to go a different route or changing the hood latch assembly to something off of an earlier model, and that's not fun. We want it to be the way it was supposed to be for that year. Anyway, check out our website, restoremusclecar.com, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all the fun stuff. Check us out online. Thank you guys. YouTube, like, share, tag.